So today I'm going to show you how to take a picture of someone. I'm going to use Martin Luther King and put his I Have a Dream speech over his picture. So I'm going to first find that I Have a Dream speech on the internet in text format, and I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to Command C copy. I'm not going to copy the whole speech, it's too much. I'm just going to copy maybe a paragraph or two. And then once I've copied it, I'm going to type in Martin Luther King Jr. and I'm going to locate a picture of him. So I'm going to go to Google Images. When I find a picture I like, I'm going to click on it first to make it large and then drag it to the desktop. Now I'm going to open up Photoshop, File, New. I'm going to name it. And I'm going, for the preset, it's going to be web, and then I like to use the large 1600 size. There it goes. Make sure under Window that your history is checked, your layers is checked, and your tools. The color, I'm going to make sure it's black. If you look in the tools, those two little squares, I need the top left square to be black, like this. Then I'm going to change my font size, make it a little smaller. I'm going to change the font, and then I'm going to paste my text. This will only work if you're on the T on the toolbar. As you can see, I have the T selected. Now I'm going to click at the end of each sentence and hit return just to kind of clean it up a little bit. So I click, return, and you see the lines won't go off the canvas anymore. Click return, click return, click return. I'm going to just clean it up a little bit. Click return, click return, click return, click return. Okay, now I'm going to go to the marquee tool, and I'm going to put the square completely around my text box and go to Edit, Define Brush Preset. I'm going to name it Dream Speech. Now I'm going to make a new Photoshop, so I'm going to go to File, New. I'm going to name this one MLK. And now I'm going to put my photo of Martin Luther King. I don't want this one, I want a different one. Hold on. This is the picture I want. I'm going to stretch it out, make it the right size so he doesn't look weird, and click, click, click to make the X go away once I'm happy with how he looks. Okay, that's good. Now make sure the top square is black, bottom square white, and go to Filter, Filter, Gallery. Your filter gallery should be black and white. If it's not, you're going to have to go back to your tools and make sure that top box is black. In the sketch folder, make sure you hit stamp, and then you're going to adjust the sliders. And there, I'm happy with it. I hit OK. Now I'm going to go to the magic wand, and I'm going to select the black. You could do the opposite and select the white area. I'm going to select the black area. Right click on that magic wand and go to Similar. And once I hit that Similar, I'm going to go to Layer, New Layer. I'm going to call this layer Stamp and hit OK. Now I'm going to hit the eyeball next to my Martin Luther King photo, and that's going to shut off temporarily the original photo. Now I'm going to change my color to red. And I'm going to go to my paintbrush, and here I'm going to locate my stamp. So I scroll all the way down, and there it is. And I'm going to click, 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 and and it's going to stamp where the black color was. I can change the color, and I can click, and it'll do it blue, click, click, click. And as you can see, the black part is missing, and now it's colored in with my stamp of I Have a Dream. You can save it or take a screenshot, and you're done. You can turn the eyeball back on next to the original picture to make it black, and you can see the contrast there. It looks kind of cool, or you can just leave it as is. Now another option, you can do the same thing again. I'm going to start over from this point. Right click on the black with my magic wand and select similar. And then I'm going to go to layer, new layer, and call it stamp, just like I did before. And I'm going to hit the eyeball next to the picture. I'm going to choose blue, and I'm going to go to my paintbrush, and I'm going to scroll all the way down, but this time I'm going to change the size of my font. And now you can see it's much larger, and it has just a little bit of a different look. You can also go back to the I Have a Dream speech, and instead of copying 3 paragraphs, I'm just going to copy 1 or 2. And I'm going to go to the T for text. I'm going to erase the old one. T for text and paste. And then I'm going to fix up my font so it looks a little bit better, just like I did before. Just click and return. And then I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to change my font size so it's really large. I'm going to move it up a little using the pointer. And then I'm going to go to the marquee tool like I did before, select it, go to Edit, Define Brush Preset. I'm going to call it Dream Big. I'm going to go back to my canvas. And just like I did before, I'm going to click, 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 and the font is going to be much larger. I'm going to change the color and make it a maroon so it kind of stands out. And now you can see that I've got a combination of smaller font, larger font, using different colors. It looks really cool. I can always turn the eyeball on next to the original picture just to see what it looks like, or I can leave it as it is. And I think it's pretty cool. So here it is with the black, and now it's off. And then save it as a JPEG, file save as, change the format from Photoshop to JPEG, or just take a screenshot, Shift Command 4.